It's like David Lynch, David Cronenberg, Harmony Korine, and maybe a little bit of John Waters all got into a room, did speedball, hate fucked, and then decided to write a movie about pregnancy.
I haven't been late in months.
You're pregnant.
What's up, internet? I just watched the most bizarre film I've ever seen. It's called Antibirth. It's directed by Danny Perez. It stars Natasha Lyonne, I don't know. The girl from Orange is the New Black. As her name is Lou, and she's a coke-snorting, binge-drinking, pot-smoking party girl who wakes up one morning after a night of debauchery and finds that she's experiencing a lot of the symptoms of pregnancy, but she hasn't had sex in over a year. So, essentially, it's a movie about Christianity. I don't even know what to say about this movie. It was the most strange experience I've ever had. It's less of a movie and more of a fever dream on meth. Maybe in a good way, maybe not. I don't really know. It's bizarre. I just really want to dive right into it because I don't even know how to begin talking about this movie. Positives right away. She's great. Natasha Lyonne is excellent. Her performance is great. Meg Tilly, great. Practical effects, amazing. Gross, really, really cool. This movie pays homage and takes elements from so many other films, but never to a plagiarist extent, just enough that you recognize some bits and pieces. There's elements of The Brood in there. There's elements of some weird. This movie is so weird. There's so many parts that just scream Lynch, and it's fucking bizarre. The weirdness both benefits the film and detracts from the film because there are points when it's so strange. And as you're watching this girl get more around, and she's not questioning it, even though it's happening in a few days, it's just it doesn't ever really take you out of it because of the whole environment she's in, just this white trash environment. It's everything is just so weird that it never really seems that strange that she's not acknowledging how strange what's happening to her is. And I gotta say, this is a good film to be reviewing right after our review, 31 by Rob Zombie, because this film is a film that is very trashy, very white trash, but it does it in a way that isn't shitty. It does it in a way that doesn't sound like it's written by 13-year-olds. It actually feels real. The dialogue and just the script in this film flow very well and feel more natural, as though people in this world would actually talk and act this way. That being said, the whole movie feels like a fucking fever dream. The editing style and the cinematography lend to that. This is a gorgeous movie, by the way. Absolutely beautifully shot. But the editing style and cinematography, there's very very frenetic editing. It just kind of will cut back and forth very quick, and then all of a sudden everything will slow down, and then it'll cut between these very jarring imagery interspliced in between normal just whatever they're doing in their normal daily lives. It's very weird, very cool. I like that a lot. And that's why I was saying it reminded me of Korine. It has a lot of elements of white trash America, kind of like Gummo, kind of like Trash Humper, shit like that. But then you add the body horror of David Cronenberg and the weird trippy dream sequences of David Lynch. It's so surreal. This whole movie is bizarre. And I think I liked it, but I can't fucking tell. Also, the soundtrack was very, very good. I think it lent itself very well to the whole weird, just bizarre, surreal atmosphere that the movie creates. One thing I gotta say is some people are probably not gonna like about this movie is the pacing is very slow. It leaves a lot unanswered until the last 5 minutes, and then it just throws most of the information you've been wondering about at you, and it just all at once, and you're just kind of left smacked against the wall going, what the fuck is what, and it's just crazy. It's fucking nuts. Personally, I found that to be a good thing because I was wondering what the fuck was going on throughout the whole movie. Even if I didn't understand it fully, I was still curious as to what exactly was happening, and it was just, this movie's a trip, guys. Like I said, it does have negatives. I do wish that the overall ending, I will not spoil the ending because the ending is fucking insane, but I do think the overall ending could have been enhanced a bit by a bit more explanation. It's not ambiguous, but some things are left unclear to the detriment of the audience. There are several moments in this film where there's smoke and wind and stuff like that that are so shamelessly taken right out of motion, like digital effects, not even attempted to mask that, because they're just in there and it's very immersion breaking. That is weird to me. Didn't like that. And like I said, the ending of this movie is just completely fucking insane. I can't even begin to express how weird this movie is. I said it so many times, but I can't get the point across. This movie is bizarre. In a cool way, I think. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to like sit and think about this one. This is the first time a film has left me completely unsure of what to rate it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm actually speechless right now. I'm. This isn't me faking. I really don't know what to say about this movie. 6 different movies that shouldn't go together, mashed into one. 80s synth score, drug trip, Harmony Korine, White Trash America, fucking weirdness. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. Like, words are kind of escaping me right now because this movie is just so weird. And kind of gross. And also kind of cool. And I want to look up explanations as to what people interpreted, like, the full story to be. Like, comment, subscribe, I guess. I mean, I don't know, guys. This is a new one for me.
Guess I've just always been a real overachiever.